Good morning to all. This is Dr. Y. Sujata, Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, BVC Engineering College, Autonomous, Odalrev. Previous lecture 2 we discussed what types of end effectors and what is a manipulator, advantages, disadvantages. Now this lecture we discuss the types of end effectors. First we know that what is the end effector. What is the need of end effector? Effectors are the device or tools that connected to the end of a robot arm. What is the manipulator? Based to what are the parts or links and joints attachment up to wrist is called as manipulator. End effector is the external part are attached to the wrist is called as end effector. So, tools that connected to the end effector of a robot or that enables the robot arm to perform the specific task. Usually the end effectors are custom engineered for a particular task. These are the end effectors. Here you observe this. The special tooling or a robot enables it to perform task or end effector. The end effector is a device that is at the end of the robotic arm. End of the robotic arm means attached to the wrist. It is the end effector is the hand connected to the robot arm or robot wrist that helps to do its job. We can think of an end effector like a human hand. Even through the human hands is a very versatile. An end effector has great advantage that humans do not have, and that is the interchangeability of end effectors. If the end effector is not suitable, that it can be changed unlike the human hand. Types of end effectors are there. This is the wrist, this is the end effector. Here different figures are there. End effectors are multiple end effectors also we can use here, and device the attachment to the wrist of the robot arm and enables the general purpose robot to perform specific task is called as end effector. End effectors can be classified as two types: grippers and tools. Grippers to grasp and manipulate the objects, tools to perform the processing process, example spot welding, spray painting, etc. Grippers can be classified as 5 types. One is mechanical gripper, vacuum grippers, magnetized grippers, adhesive grippers, and simple hooks and scoops. These are the classification of grippers. First we discuss here what is a mechanical gripper. Mechanical gripper, it is the end effector that uses the mechanical gripper actuated by a mechanism to grasp an object. Mechanical gripper, two ways of constraining a part in a figure. Physical construction of parts. Physical construction of a part within the finger encloses to the part to some extent and thereby designing the contact surface of fingers to be in approximate shape of part geometry. Holding the part is by friction between fingers and work part. Finger must be apply a force. This is the physical construction method of the finger design. This is the gripper. Here these are the fingers and it is the pads. This is the work part. So in this figure you observe what are the different parts are there and physical construction of the mechanical gripper. This mechanical grippers, the mechanical gripper is an end effector that uses the mechanical fingers actuated by mechanism to grasp an object. The fingers either attached or to the mechanism. The functions of the gripper mechanism to translate some from power input input into the grasping action. The power input is supplied from the robot and can be pneumatic, hydraulic and electrical. The mechanism must be able to open and close the fingers. The replaced attachable means it is a permanent to attach the fingers, and detached means when we need to replace it wears and tears, that time we replace the detachable fingers. Detach the fingers and that place we replace the new fingers. If the fingers are of the attached type, then we can detach and replace. The use of replaceable fingers allows for wear and interchangeability. Different sets of fingers for the use of the same gripper mechanism can be designed to accommodate different part of models. An example of this interchangeability figure is there, in which the gripper is designed to accommodate fingers in varying sizes. In most of the applications, 2 fingers are sufficient to hold the work part and other object. Grippers or 3 or more fingers are less common. Mechanical gripper have working mechanism. Here in this slide you observe that to resist the slippage, the gripper must be designed to extend force that depends on the weight of the part. Coefficient of friction and accelerated part, mu NF Fg is equal to W, where mu is equal to coefficient of friction of the finger, contact surface against the part of surface. NF is equal to number of contacting fingers, Fg is equal to gripper force, W is equal to weight of the part object being gripped. In this figure, force against the part are parallel to finger surfaces tending to pull part out of gripper. Here this is the part and pads gripper. So Fg is the gravity force, here weight is weight, and then mechanical gripper have the holding of an object can be done by 2 different methods, such as using the finger pads like the shape of the work part, using the soft material finger parts. Here already previous slide we discussed that mu NF Fg is equal to W, where mu, and here G is also is there, and the values of G factor for several operations are given below. G is equal to 1, acceleration supplied in the opposite direction. G is equal to 2, acceleration supplied in the horizontal direction. G is equal to 3, acceleration and gravity supplied in the same direction. In addition to mechanical grippers, there are variety of other devices that can be designed to lift and hold objects. Include among these other types of grippers are classified as vacuum cups. Vacuum cups are used in the robots for grasping the non-ferrous objects. It uses vacuum cups as the gripping device, which is also commonly is known as suction cups. This type of grippers will provide good handling if the objects are smooth, flat and clean. It has only one surface for gripping the object. Most importantly, it is not best suitable for handling objects with holes. Types of vacuum grippers. The ball and joint type vacuum gripper is capable of changing into various contact angles automatically. Moreover, the being movements in the vacuum cups are also decreased. It is used for carrying irregular materials and heavy objects extra. Vacuum grippers with level compensation can be very helpful in balancing the objects with different levels. It is also has the capability to absorb the shocks. Applications of vacuum grippers. Vacuum grippers are highly useful in heavy industries, automobiles, compact disc manufacturing and more material handling purpose. It is also used in the tray, box manufacturing, labeling, scaling, bottling and soap packing industries. Next we discuss here magnetic grippers. In this figure you observe this is a magnetic gripper. Here magnetic pads are there. These magnetic grippers handling ferrous materials, the stainless steel plate in the example would not be an appropriate application for a magnetic grippers because 18 by 18 stainless steel is not attached by a magnet. In this slide, magnetized grippers are classified as here. Two types are there, electromagnetic and permanent magnetic. Would be suitable for this means of handling, especially when the materials are handled in the sheet or platform. Sheet or platform type. Electromagnetic grippers include a controller unit and a DC power for handling the materials. This type of grippers is easy to control and very effective in releasing the part at the end of operation that the permanent magnet is. If the work part gripped is to be released, the polarity level is minimized by the controller unit before the electromagnet is turned off. This process will certainly help in removing the magnetism on the work parts. As a result, the best way of releasing the materials is possible in this gripper. Permanent magnet of pin will be required to separate the work part from the magnet. This work part from the magnet. The advantage of this permanent magnet gripper is that it can be used in hazardous applications like explosion-proof apparatus because of no electrical circuits. Moreover, there is no possibility of spark production as well as benefits of magnetic grippers. The grippers only require one surface to grasp the materials. The grasping of material is done very quickly. It does not require separate designs for handling different size of materials. It is capable of grasping materials with holes, which is unfeasible in the vacuum grippers. Disadvantages of magnetic grippers. The grasped work part has the chance of slipping out when it is moving quickly. Sometimes oil in the surface can reduce the strength of the gripper. The machining chips may stick to the gripper during unloading. Next classification we discuss here adhesive grippers. This adhesive gripper design in which the adhesive substance performs the grasping action can be used to handle the fabric and other lightweight materials handled or that are must be gripped on one side only, and other forms of grasping such as vacuum or magnetic are not appropriate. So used to handle fabric only lightweight materials. Adhesive substance can be used for grasping action. One contact surface is needed. The reliability diminished with successive operation. It is used to lightweight object. One of the potential limitations of adhesive gripper is the adhesive substance. Loss of its tackness or repeated usage. Next, hooks, scoops and other miscellaneous devices. The variety of other devices can be used to grip part or material in robotics applications. Hooks can be used as end effectors to handle containers of parts and to load and unload parts hanging from overhead conveyors. Usually the items to be handled by hook must be have some sort of handle to enable the hook to hold it. Next, scoops and ladles can be used to handle certain materials in liquid or powder form. Chemicals in liquid or powder form, food materials, granule substance and molten metals are well examples of materials that can be handled by a robot using this method of holding. One of its limitations is that the amount of material being scooped by the robot is sometimes difficult to control. Other types of grippers include devices which in a blader or diagram. This is a diagram of expansion blader is used to grasp inside a cup of shaped containers. Next, vacuum gripper. Suction cups are used to hold flat objects. Magnetized devices based on the principle of magnetism. These are used for holding ferrous work parts. Adhesive grippers. By developing adhesive substance, these are used to hold flexible materials such as fabric. Simple mechanical devices, hooks and scoops. Dual grippers. It is a mechanical gripper with two gripping devices in one end effector. It is used for machine loading and unloading. It reduces the cycle time per part by gripping two work parts at the same time. Next one, interchangeable fingers. This type of grippers with an arrangement to have modular finger to accommodate different size work parts. Sensory feedback fingers. This type of fingers are sensory feedback capabilities in the fingers to aid locating the work part and to determine the correct grip force to apply. Multiple fingers. Multiple fingered grippers. This type of fingered grippers as per the general anatomy of human hand. Standard grippers. The mechanical standard grippers are commercially available, thus reducing the need to custom design a gripper for separate robot applications. Mechanical gripper, here some mechanisms are there. That mechanism, gripper mechanism actuations are there. There are the various ways of classifying mechanical grippers, their actuating mechanism. One method is according to the type of finger movement used by the gripper. In this classification, gripper can actuate by opening and closing of the fingers by one of the following motions. One is the pointing movement. Second one is linear or translational movement. Pointing movement, the fingers rotate about fixed points on the gripper to open and close. The motion is usually accomplished by some kind of linkage mechanism. In the linear movement, the hexen open and close by moving in parallel to each other. This is accomplished by means of guide rails, so that each finger base slides along a guide rail during action. The transitional finger movement might also be accomplished by means of linkage, which would maintain the rogers in a parallel orientation to each other during actuation. Mechanical grippers can also be classified according to the type of kinematic device used to actuate the roger movement. This gripper action pointing movement, the gripper action pointing movement have the classified as some more types. In this classification have the mechanical gripper according to the type of kinematic device is used to actuate and finger movement. In this classification, we have the following types: linkage actuation, gear and rack actuation, cam actuation, screw actuation, rope and pulley actuation, and miscellaneous. First, here one is the linkage actuation. This is the figures, and next slide. Linkage actuation have four types of some possible linkage of for robot grippers. This is here. This is the input force is the Fa, output force is the Fg is the gravitational force. Here every linkage is the Fg is the gravitational force, input is the Fa force. And next one, gear and rack method. Gear and rack actuation. In this figure, one method of actuation, the gripper fingers using gear and rack configuration. The rack gear would be attached to a position or some other mechanism that would provide the linear motion. Movement of the rack would draw two parallel pinion gears, and this would in turn open and close the fingers. Here Fa is the input and it is the rack, this is the gear and guide rail. Next one, cam actuation. Cam and follower arrangement, often using the spring loaded follower. Here this is the spring loaded follower. Cam provide the opening and closing action the gripper. This spring provides the opening and closing gripper action. For example, the movement of the cam in one direction would force the gripper to open, while movement of the cam in opposite direction would cause the spring to force the gripper to close. The advantage of this arrangement that the spring action would accommodate different sized parts. This might be desirable, for example, in a machining operation where single gripper is used to handle raw work part and finished part. This finished part must be significantly smaller after machining. Next mechanism is the screw actuation. In this figure you observe that screw actuation. The example of screw type actuation, the screw is turned by a motor, usually accompanied by a speed reduction mechanism. When the screw is rotated in one direction, this causes a threaded block to be translated in one direction. When screw is rotated in the opposite direction, the threaded block moves in opposite direction. The threaded block is in turn connected to gripper fingers to cause the corresponding opening and closing action. Rope and pulley mechanism is designed to open and close mechanical grippers. Because nature of this mechanism, some of the tension devices must be used to oppose the motion of the rope and cord pulley. This slide, considerations in gripper selection and design. Some factors are there and considerations are there in gripper selection and design. We must follow this. First, minimize the weight affects the robot performance. Material selection, lightening holes, minimize the size, helps minimize weight, reduce cantilever load and movement inertia, may conflict with flexibility. Maximum rigidity improves the potential accuracy and repeatability, reduce vibrations. Maximum holding force, repeatability, hold part without damage, orient part to maximize force in direction or motion. Orient part to maximize force in direction of motion. Maintenance from the factor to change in considerations. Here design factors are there. Selection, check factors are there. What are the factors? Part to be handled. Consideration is weight and size, shape, changes in shape during processing, surface condition, actuation method, mechanical grasping, vacuum actuation, magnet, other methods. Power and signal transmission, pneumatic, electrical, hydraulic and mechanical. Different types of powers are there. So we select the need of operation. Gripper force, weight of the object, method of holding, friction coefficient, speed and acceleration. Part of shape, here angular grippers are usually low in cost, but the erasing motion of the jaws may require additional tooling clearance and will grip at varying points. Yes, with various. A parallel gripper is either to tool in order to compensate for a part size. Part weight. Grip force must be adequate to safely transport the part. Orientation and dimension. Part orientation, distance from the gripper face affects the gripper selection. Size. The size of variation the part must be accounted for and how this might be influence the accuracy of locating the part. For example, there might be a problem in placing a rough casting or forging into a chuck for machining operations. The gripper design must be accommodate change in size that occurs between the part loading and unloading. For example, the part size is reduced in machining and forging operations. Considerations must be potential problem, scratching and distorting the part during gripping. If the part fragile or has delicate surfaces. Open or close. Grip force varies in each direction due to the effective area of the piston rod and some grippers types variety that gripping direction is taken into account when sizing. Velocity. Higher speeds and deceleration affects gripper selection. Tooling length. Longer tooling index the bending moment into the gripper and affects sizing. Tooling configuration. If the part is encapsulable retention. If the part retention upon air or loose is desired by springs or locking cams can be specified for the gripper. Environment. For harsh environment, special platings or materials should be specified. These are the design considerations for selection of a gripper. Effectors are classified as two types, grippers and tools. In this lecture, classify the different types of in this lecture we discussed previously classification of grippers. Now we discuss types of tools. Many applications of robot is required to manipulate a tool rather than work part. In a limited number of these applications, the end effector is a gripper that is designed to grasp and handle the tool. The reason painting here in this slide you have more than one tool to be used by the robot in the work cycle. The use of a gripper permits the tools to be exchanged during the cycle and thus facilitates this multiple tool handling function. Involve the design problems is exchanged mechanism. The most of the robot applications in which the tool is manipulated. The tool is attached directly to the robot wrist. In these cases, tool end effector, some examples are in these cases the tool is the end effector. Some examples of the tool used as end effector in robot applications includes the spot welding, arc painting, spray painting, drilling and grinding, cutting devices, liquid cement applications for assembly, heating torches, welding jet, cutting tool. Painting is done. This is the tool. Here cleaning is there. These are the tools. Robot must be control the actuation of the tool. For example, the robot must coordinate the actuation of the spot welding, the operation of this process work. This is controlled much in the same manner as the opening and closing of the mechanical gripper. We will discuss interface between the robot and its end effector following sections. Thanks for listening this lecture.